In August 2024, the city of Miami was rocked by a disturbing case that sent shockwaves through the community and raised serious questions about trust, professional ethics, and the protection of vulnerable individuals. At the center of this unsettling story was Maria Ximena Duarte, a 45-year-old psychologist whose alleged actions have left many struggling to comprehend the depths of betrayal and exploitation. The case began to unfold on a seemingly ordinary day at a Miami hotel pool. It was here that Duarte, according to police reports, first encountered her alleged victim, a 15-year-old girl who was simply walking her dog. What followed, as detailed in the arrest affidavit, was a calculated and sinister sequence of events that would ultimately lead to Duarte's arrest on charges of human trafficking, lewd and lascivious behavior with a minor, and interference with custody. Authorities allege that Duarte, leveraging her professional background as a psychologist, quickly gained the teenager's trust. She reportedly engaged the girl in conversation, claiming to have shared life experiences and offering a sympathetic ear to the minor's personal issues. This facade of care and understanding, however, was allegedly a prelude to a series of deeply troubling actions. The affidavit states that Duarte offered the minor marijuana and attempted to provide her with alcoholic beverages, actions that hint at a deliberate attempt to lower the girl's inhibitions and cloud her judgment. The situation escalated when Duarte allegedly convinced the teenager to return to her hotel room later that evening. It was in this private setting that the most serious allegations unfold, including claims that Duarte exposed the minor to sexual situations and attempted to facilitate encounters with adult men. One of the most chilling aspects of the case is the allegation that Duarte was fully aware of the victim's age, yet proceeded with her actions. The affidavit mentions that the victim overheard Duarte discussing her age with another individual, providing a crucial piece of evidence regarding the defendant's knowledge of the situation. This detail, proven true, could be damning for Duarte's defense, as it suggests a deliberate and knowing exploitation of a minor. The gravity of the situation became apparent when Duarte made her initial court appearance before Miami-Dade Judge Mindy Glazer. Proceedings were tense and emotional, with Duarte visibly distraught as the charges against her were read out. As Judge Glazer explained that the human trafficking charge, considered a dangerous crime, would result in Duarte being held without bond, the defendant's composure crumbled. She put her face in her hands, appearing to cry, the weight of her situation seemingly crashing down upon her. During the hearing, Duarte made several attempts to speak in her own defense, claiming she had never touched the alleged victim. However, Judge Glazer firmly reminded her that this was not the appropriate time for such statements, and that the facts alleged in the affidavit were terrible. It was a stark reminder of the serious nature of the charges and the long legal road ahead. A particularly poignant moment came when Duarte, identifying herself as a psychologist with a PhD, expressed fear about losing her license and her life. This outburst highlighted the potential professional consequences of the charges beyond the immediate legal ramification. It was a glimpse into the personal turmoil of someone facing the potential ruination of their career and reputation. Indeed, Duarte's professional background adds another layer of complexity to the case. A check of the Florida Department of Health's records revealed that Duarte's psychologist license is listed as clear and inactive, meaning she holds a license but is not currently authorized to practice in Florida. She also appears to have an active mental health counselor license and an expired registered mental health counselor intern license. This information raises questions about professional ethics and the potential misuse of psychological training. Further investigation into Duarte's background uncovered an order from the Florida Education Practices Commission from 2006, which denied her application for a teaching certificate. This decision was based on a 2002 incident where Duarte had pled no contest to a petty theft charge. While this may not directly relate to the current charges, it could potentially be used to question Duarte's character if she chooses to testify in her own defense. As the case progresses, several key aspects are likely to play significant roles. The testimony of the 15-year-old victim will be crucial. with her detailed account, including descriptions of Duarte and the provision of photographs and video, potentially strengthening the prosecution's case. Evidence related to the alleged trafficking activities, such as the taking of photographs of the victim and attempts to arrange encounters with adult men, could provide strong support for the human trafficking charge. The case took another dramatic turn with the subsequent arrest of Jason Moika, believed to be Duarte's boyfriend. Moika, who was already in custody on an unrelated case, now faces additional charges, including sexual battery of a minor and lewd and lascivious battery. This development adds another layer to the case, potentially supporting the prosecution's narrative of a coordinated effort to exploit the minor. As the legal process unfolds, Duarte's defense team will likely explore several avenues. They may challenge the victim's credibility, argue that Duarte was coerced into these actions by others, question police procedures, or potentially raise issues of mental health or substance abuse. However, given the nature of the allegations and the evidence presented in the affidavit, mounting an effective defense will be a significant challenge. This case has sparked important discussions on several fronts. It highlights the vulnerability of minors and the need for robust systems to protect them from exploitation. It raises questions about the ethical responsibilities of mental health professionals and the potential for abuse of their specialized knowledge. The case also serves as a stark reminder that human trafficking can occur in unexpected places and be perpetrated by individuals one might not typically suspect. As the case against Maria Ximena Duarte and Jason Moika proceeds through the legal system, it will undoubtedly continue to draw attention and spark important conversations about child safety, professional ethics, and the complex issue of human trafficking. The coming months will be critical as the justice system works to uncover the truth and, warranted, hold those responsible accountable for their actions. Regardless of the outcome, this case serves as a sobering reminder of the need for vigilance in protecting minors, the importance of robust systems for reporting and investigating suspected abuse, and the ongoing challenge of combating human trafficking in all its forms. It also underscores the critical role that mental health professionals play in society and the paramount importance of maintaining the highest ethical standards in these trusted positions. As we await further developments in this troubling case, it's clear that its implications extend far beyond the individuals directly involved. It challenges us as a society to reflect on how we protect the most vulnerable among us, how we vet and monitor those in positions of trust, and how we can work to prevent such exploitation from occurring in the future. The case of Maria Ximena Duarte is not just a local Miami story, but a wake-up call that resonates far beyond the confines of the courtroom, touching on some of our most fundamental societal concerns and responsibilities.